How does Nathan feel about you, and does he think of you? Okay, yes, yes, he does think about you. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Um, this is very interesting energy to have, honestly, because on one hand we have the Five of Pentacles, right, which is like the struggling to survive, the struggling to maintain. So like part of him is like that's like a relationship with you, like contacting you, that's just something that is so draining, and like that takes too much, and that is just a struggle in general. Like it's something that is a lot of work for no good reason. And it's a lot of hardship. That's really what this card is, a whole bunch of hardship. And we also have this recklessness here, sort of recklessness, you know, because the Page of Swords is a card that's like sometimes it forgets to think. Sometimes it's just like, let's go, let's do it, and it doesn't really stop and think about, okay, what are the consequences of these actions, is this a good idea? Sometimes it just gets itself into things without really thinking about the repercussions. And I feel like part of them is like, okay, what about if we just started talking again? What about if we just did a something, you know? But they're not really thinking about how it should be done, or like what is the best way to do it, or like really any planning or preparation at all, which is why there's that struggle there, you know, which is why there's that things are really difficult. There are all of these obstacles, and like the relationship is on its last legs, you know. And then there's the Emperor card, which is like it wants to bring in the stability, it wants to bring in structure, it wants to bring in like a little bit of control to the situation, you know, like it wants to feel like I have everything handled, you know. So he wants to, but doesn't know how. I listen, yes, but also I feel like in the way that that would go, it would probably end up being some of the worst qualities of the Emperor, which is super controlling, restricting freedom, like those types of things, along with chaos. Like regardless, if you entered that, it would bring in chaos into your life, much more than you really need. You know, like it would just be something that is taking from you, that would be more of a burden, and that would really restrict you, honestly, which is why I don't recommend that. But like the main answer of like, does he think about you? The reason why I said yes is because we have the Nine of Swords card, right? And the Nine of Swords card is a anxiety card. It's constantly thinking about all of the what ifs, and all of the different possibilities. Like this card is stuck in its head, you know? And we also have the Four of Swords card in the reverse, which is a card that says, okay, right now you just need to rest, rejuvenate, and like come to yourself. And even if that's something that you don't want to do, that's something that you're going to be forced to do. You're going to be forced to take a step back and like focus on you. And that's for him, right? So right now, like reaching out to him is just a bad idea in general, because what he needs to do is like focus on himself, really rejuvenate himself, and like just get himself together. That's what he needs to do. So you just need to give him space to do that and figure himself out, because if you try to reach out to him and contact him, you'd just mess that up and you'd make that harder, you know. So he just needs to get himself together. Does that make sense? But the short answer to if he thinks about you is yes. Yes. Okay. I'm glad that makes sense. Absolutely. Will we talk again? That would require another reading. I'm not gonna lie. Based off of the cards that I have here, and based off of you wanting to talk to him, I would probably say yes, just because you'd probably at some point in time end up being like, I really want to talk to him. Let me text him. Let me reach out. Based off of that information. Honestly, I don't like this. Because, and I'm going to tell you why I don't like this, right? The reason why I don't like it is because technically the answer isn't no. And I feel like you just need a hard no answer, right? Because I think there is a little bit of desire there. I'm not going to lie. Like, we have the Knight of Wands here, which technically is a passion and desire card, which is like, okay, let's do with something. But this is giving me like F-boy vibes. I'm not going to lie. This is giving me like, let's mess around type vibes. And the main reason why I say that is because we also have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which does not and cannot build anything of substance, you know. Like it's not able to really build a relationship. It's not able to last long. It's not able to really have like the commitment and the comfort and the safety that a relationship would have, you know. That's really what it is. And I feel like, number one, you deserve better than that, and number two, you don't need that in your life. And on top of that, we have the Judgment in the reverse, which is like the way that you're seeing the situation right now isn't accurate. You need to rejudge, you need to reanalyze, you need to relook at this whole situation in a different way, because currently the way that you're looking at it, number one, isn't helpful for you, but it's just inaccurate. Does that make sense? But technically, the answer isn't no, which I don't like. Because it doesn't help you. I feel like it's just going to feed into your delusions. You're going to be like, so you didn't say no, which technically means yes. Did you study the cards, or how did you learn to read them? Not an F-boy. I'm telling you, it's giving me F-boy vibes. It's giving me like, let's just mess around type energy. You know, that's the energy that it gives. But you also didn't say yes. Exactly. Fun fact, I've actually proposed to several of my friends with ring pops. Like, that's my signature move. I will have a ring pop, and then I'll just randomly get down on one knee and be like, marry me, to my friends. Gotcha. You want some insight on your bestie, wondering how they're doing, / feeling, and how you can support them. I got you. You're gonna take a nap? Alright, you take your nap. I'll be here for however long I'm here for. Alright? Here. Okay. Number one, just be there for them. Like, just be there for them. Provide them with the love, support, comfort. Like, these are the nurturing vibes that I'm getting, you know? Just be their shoulder to lean on, you know? Just be in their presence, and make them feel like they have some support. That'll go a long way. Number two, they are currently avoiding their emotions. Like, they are currently actively avoiding feeling feelings, getting in touch with those. And the main reason why I know that is because we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Three of Cups in the reverse, it does this things where it's looking for an escape. It's looking for a way to distract themselves from their feelings. This could be by like excessive partying, going out, drugs, alcohol, whatever. The key to this card is like they're using something to not feel the emotions, you know? Because that just feels like too much for them, okay? And then we also have the Nine of Wands here, which is a card where, like, this card tries to protect itself, but it does a very bad job at it, you know? It does this thing where it's, like, looking for a reason to leave situations. It'll find anything and everything wrong with something. It'll be like, oh, this person took 2 minutes to text me back. Obviously, I should never talk to them again. Or it'll be like, this person was busy and they didn't text me all day, so obviously they don't love me, they're not my friend. I should just fade away into the distance, you know? Like, it's looking for an excuse to leave a situation so that way it can hopefully not get hurt, you know? But that's not how that works regardless, you know? So they definitely need some love and support and just someone to be there for them. And we have the Empress right here, which is that nurturing type card. Like, they just need a little bit of self-care, you know? They need to focus on them, pamper themselves a little bit, give themselves the self-love and the self-care that is needed. And then when we ask, like, how can you support them, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is another nurturing card, which is another, like, what can I do to help you, to be there for you, to provide you with a sense of support, comfort, safety, those types of feelings. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here, which helps rebuild those foundational things, like the sense of safety, the sense of comfort, just the things that bring in stability. You know what I mean? So that's what they need right now. It's just a friend to help them, to talk to give them a sound mind. That would be great. What books do I read? All of the books. Would you like to see my bookshelf really quick? Because you can if you want. We can do a small tour. Okay, this is my bookshelves. Those are mostly my witchy books. These are some of my witchy books, but also just other books. These are some of my, like, self-helpy books, right? These are just random books, right? And then these are also just random books, right? So that's my book collection for right now, and how it's going. And that's my PlayStation. So